It's time for me to get a Voidwaker. I've done over 300 Tombs of Amasket without it. I've started dabbling into Nex off and on, and it'll be an amazing item to have as I do the end game content more and more. In order to get it, I need to go kill the 3 bosses in the wilderness, Venonitis, Callisto, and Vedion. And hopefully I can get some rev weapons along the way to make it easier. This will probably be a long one because I'm not leaving until I get it.
Zapsy on his way out.
Collection log slot completed.
No freaking way. Oh my gosh.
So I did 20 kills of Vedion before they reworked it. So this was technically on 7 KC, not just 27. You can see I have 0 food and 0 potions in my inventory. And I didn't realize this at the time, but if you put the Voidwaker blade in the looting bag, if you get killed with it, you lose it to the PKer. So it's kind of funny with how little urgency I'm running with no food and no pots, considering I would lose the blade if I died. So the best way that I'm going to tackle the other 2 bosses is through Turael skipping. The best part about this is that I get to keep my normal task streak alive since I'm just skipping the wilderness tasks. So what I'm hoping for is I'll start with Crystallia and hope for a Revs task because the weapons from there will be awesome to farm the other 2 demi-bosses, and they're 5 times as common if you're on a Slayer task. If I don't get a Revs task, I'll still do the Spiders or Bears tasks. So every time I'm talking to Crystallia, I'm hoping for one of these 3 tasks. If I don't get any of these 3, I'm automatically talking to Turael, or if you've done While Gothic Sleeps, Aya, and doing a different silly task so then I can get back to doing a Crystallia task. And Aya can assign a Spiders task or a Bears task too. So you get 2 chances to get Spiders and Bears tasks. There's a spider task, so I'll go and do that. I dug on my old laptop to find this old screenshot from 2018, but I actually went to go kill Venonitis to get a dragon pickaxe, and I got it on the first kill. This was when the wilderness bosses were the only way you could get a dragon pickaxe. You can see that this was back when it was worth 5.5 mil. So here's hoping that Venonitis will keep the streak going and continue to treat me well. I'm going to be using a bludgeon like I did for Vedion. The bludgeon is something I actually got turbo spooned on. I got 3 Unsireds in 153 kills, and all 3 of them were bludgeon pieces. I bring in a Divine Super Combat, some Dehyde for tanking, some darts for the little spiders, and I bring enough runes to cast like a decent amount of thralls. They really do help the DPS. I don't really risk anything in this setup at all, so if I get smited, it's not a big deal. Especially if I do Venonitis, the chances of getting smited is pretty high, so I don't really want to have anything left over. But I think I could bring one more thing, but the Amulet of Strength is perfectly fine. The Slayer Helm kind of carries most of the DPS. So I've done a couple of trips of both Venonitis and Spindle. Venonitis has a very generous drop rate increase. It's like roughly 2.5 times more common than Spindle. It does have a lot more HP and defense though, but it's not that much more. 850 HP versus 515 is way less than 2.5 times. I found that with a bludgeon and max melee stats, I could probably get 2 kills of Venonitis for every Divine Super Combat, which lasts 5 minutes. But the increased defense can get pretty brutal. I definitely feel myself missing a lot. Honestly, the biggest reason why I stuck with Venonitis for a long time is because you get a lot more bang for your buck for a Slayer task. 80 Venonitis kills in a Slayer task goes a much longer way than 80 Spindle kills. And the biggest reason was it felt like it took me forever to just find an open world with Spindle. There was either a bot or someone doing it all the time, whereas Venonitis, there was hardly anyone ever there. Oh, that's a lot of Onyx Bolt tips. Cool. No, Venonitis is literally at 13 HP. So it's probably dumb, but if I ever get Venonitis pretty low, whenever I get killed, I don't really hop worlds. I feel like I have to finish off the kill because otherwise I'm just wondering what if. I do have my normal account kind of stationed outside to scout ahead of time so I can start running in case I need to. Oh, glad I came back. Awesome. 1.5 mil. So I finally got my first Revs task. I didn't really know what I was doing that well. I just kind of came here to this Dark Beast spot because I saw Mutts doing it here. I was using just a magic short bow, black Dehyde, and a Salve amulet. And I'm just using rune arrows that I had on hand. I think the best part about this place is that if a PKer shows up, then you can just go to this line and it's 30 wilderness and you can just teleport out instantly. So if you don't get teleblocked instantly, then you can kind of just escape. But honestly, it's probably worth it to just do the knights, which I eventually swapped to doing eventually.
Oh, that was very close.
So you can see he literally got the teleblock on me in my chat, but I must have clicked the seed pod the exact same time he did it. So I started getting bear tasks. Ardougne, I would argue, is the only one that it's pretty hard required to do the easier version of the boss instead of the harder, because Callisto just hits like a truck and is hard to solo because of the times you have to freeze it. But Ardougne, they made it really nice. They made it so you can automatically freeze it if you have just even 0 magic attack. So I would just bring like a monk robe top along with my bofa and swap the monk robe with my crystal chest if I needed to freeze it. Overall, Ardougne was pretty chill. And they made mage really viable here too, and that's an option.
Collection log slot.
You gotta be
Completed.
kidding me. What? Ah. First kill of the task. Let's get out of here. Bye. Oh my gosh.
So I got the Vedion Voidwaker piece at 7 kills, and then the Ardougne Voidwaker piece at 73 kills. So far I'm just getting absolutely spoon-fed these Voidwaker pieces. It's actually insane. I am slightly tempted to just farm spiders and that's it, and not worry about doing Slayer at all. But I still do want the Revenant weapons and to fill out all the collection logs along the way too. And the best way to do that is just to keep on doing tasks. I also tried doing Venonitis off task, and it felt really awful. I was hitting so many zeros, and it was so frustrating that I was just like, okay, I'm just going to go back to doing tasks. And then while I'm doing the tasks, might as well keep doing bears. I still do want the Claws of Callisto upgrade too. In case I get a chain mace, then I'll be able to upgrade it. The ring is kind of cool at the Callisto too, because I can use it for Corp Warhammers. But it's not that big a deal. If that's the last item I need, I probably won't worry about it and stop doing those tasks. But I at least do want the claws upgrade. Oh, nice. More Onyx bolt tips. Another mill richer. So because I'm Turael skipping a lot, I end up with a lot of task streaks. And because of that, every 50th task, I'll do Konar instead of continuing on with Crystallia. And that way I can keep stacking a ton of points. I get 300 every 50th task. I don't really bother doing it every 10th task because you fly through the tasks, but I do find it's worth it for the 50th. So this is the block list that I've kind of acquired over the course of doing all this. I just block her highest weighted tasks. So like Black Demons, Hellhounds, Fire Giants, Ice Warriors, Greater Demons, Magic Axes. And then I made sure I extended the Revenants tasks to get the max mount. This Revenants for 100 points. And then the last thing that I did was turn off Like a Boss. You do generally get a lot of boss tasks from Crystallia. They're in the wilderness, like go and kill Chaos Fanatic or things like that. And you don't want to get any of those. And this will help increase the chance that I get Revenants tasks, or at least bears or spiders. So if you get a zombie task, the best place to come here is just kill these undead chickens. They have 3 HP. You get this done really fast. I'll post the information below where it shows the best place to kill each creature for Turael. You can get through these tasks really quickly. So I died to Venonitis, not a PKer. I wasn't really paying attention, but I don't really understand what's happening with my gravestone here. It says my gravestone should be here, but it's just pointing the arrow at the cave itself. There's no actual gravestone. So I'm like thinking, is it inside where the boss is? But I go inside and there's nothing here. Okay, this is just weird. Oh, dead again. Ugh, I decided to go try some Spindle and died immediately again. Great. This is on a 2200 world too. So the quality of this clip got scuffed for some reason, but it was too funny to not include. We're doing a Team Callisto, and what is happening is I'm freezing it on my normal account and then just killing it with my Ironman on the same screen. So you can see he focused me and my Ironman, which is unfortunate because he was supposed to be focusing the other team. And it's kind of hard for me to manage 2 accounts at once, and I'll just let the clip play out.
Do you speak Spanish too, Zems?
No, he's gonna
Fucking
die.
hell, dude, a 55?
No,
Oh, he's out the game.
you should have
Do I
died there.
speak Spanish? No, I do not.
Great, I just froze
Oh, he's
myself.
dead.
I killed myself!
Is he dead?
Oh my gosh, you guys are kidding me.
Wait,
Jiro has been defeated by Jiro.
Hero, you have all your loot. Matt, please tell me that was the funniest thing you've ever seen.
So yeah, I accidentally clicked my Ironman and killed him. I had my player attack options on the normal account so I could like be a bait and freeze other people, but it ended up biting me in the butt. I wasn't recording, but I got the Claws of Callisto. This was around 250 Ardougne kills, so pretty good. I think I'll ignore doing bear tasks from now on, but I will at least finish this task.
Ah! No way. What is that? 294? Oh my gosh.
Okay, that's actually crazy because I was literally about to stop doing Ardougne tasks and I only had 3 kills left on this task and I got the pet. This is one of my favorite pets. It's just really cute looking. I kind of like the old model a lot just because he moves by default while he's stationary, whereas the new one just stays put. But it does look cuter. So I don't know. The new one does look a lot cleaner though. It's just really cool. Statistically, for a Voidwaker, generally it's not uncommon to end up with 1 pet. But considering I've been giga spooned on the 2 Voidwaker pieces, I was wondering if I would get a pet before I finish this grind out. So this is awesome.
Ooh, red spider's eggs. It's always tempting to just teleport away when I get red spider's eggs, but I only have 2 more left in the task. Oh, that's a hard choice. I'll just try and insta TP if someone comes in.
So our clan still likes to do Team Callisto. I wasn't recording at the time, but I got another Voidwaker hilt. Figured why not try and get a ring at least, but got this instead. Oh sweet, more red spider's eggs. I should probably leave. I've got a Laren's key in this looting bag and everything. Not really that big of a deal. I didn't really record a clip, but I did get a treasonous ring at Venonitis. Another collection log slot. It's completely useless since it's a stab ring, and anywhere that you would want stab accuracy, you just have the fang.
Okay, I don't know how I wasn't recording. It was my first rev that I killed in this task, but I just got the scepter. I wish it was either of the other 2, but I'm still happy to just get something after all these revs. If we go over here to the collection log, that's 656 on task. So I think that's actually right on the drop rate. It's like every 600, because I don't have an amulet either. So it's nice to finally get something. I can't believe I wasn't recording it. That's so funny. It was just my first one. I was just getting set up.
So the scepter is actually pretty decent at Ardougne. I might go back to killing Vedion actually to try and get the skull so I can upgrade it. I think that would help out a lot. I've been just skipping the skeleton tasks because I can just do Vedion off task with the Salve amulet anyways. It doesn't require the Slayer helm. But I actually started thinking that the skeleton task assigned by Cristelia will make it so Vedion and the hounds will drop Laren's keys. So I figure I might as well just do that along the way to get some Laren's keys while I'm at it. The scepter also has a special attack that lowers the opponent's magic defense, and I think that might be helpful at something like Whisperer, so it'd be nice to have. The scepter's the hard part, so it feels silly to get the scepter without getting the skull to go along with it.
Collection log slot completed.
Oh my gosh. Oh, run, 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 run.
Bro, he's deafened. Run!
Oh my gosh. I can't believe I got 2 in the same day. What the freak? Like,
That's insane.
I just got the mace, or the scepter, like an hour ago.
That's insane. Was it the same task?
What did you get something else?
This
You
was
get
the
the
same
others?
task, of course. Yeah, like I just got it, like the mace, like an hour ago. Like it's... Oh my gosh. And it's not a dupe, and it's the one I wanted.
Super dope.
Freak, that's
Easy.
amazing.
Which one did you get now?
I got the
cross?
chain mace.
Oh, the chain mace. Yeah. Nice.
Sick.
So I'm working on my new setup for killing Venonitis or Spindle. What I usually do is bring my bludgeon, and then I have the bludgeon, torture, and Slayer Helm as my 3 protected items, with Barrow's Gloves as like the 4th, in case I get smited. It's not a big deal. But now I need to figure out what I need to do with this mace. So first we'll take that, get my Claws of Callisto out. Use. Oh yeah. I need to figure out what the deal is with the Avernic. I don't know if there's some weird... So if I equip this... Okay, so it says I keep it. I'm assuming I don't need a trove or parchment or anything weird. I'll do some more research.
Also, here's my log now. 782 revs on task, and I don't have any statuettes or crystals, but I've got 2 rev weapons, and that is more than generous because I should only have 1, and I have 2. The chain mace especially is going to be awesome because it's usable at both Vedion and Spindle, so that'll be really awesome.
Oh, I didn't. That was my first kill. I didn't even get to try out the mace yet.
So this mace hits like an absolute truck. It's absolutely incredible. It's way better than I thought it would do. Boom, you can see my max hit right there, 73 on Venonitis. And you're just constantly hitting like 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s. It's crazy how good it is. I've done about almost 400 kills at Venonitis, which is the drop rate for the Voidwaker gem. I think I've decided I'm actually going to do the rest of the kills at Spindle. Despite the fact that I'm absolutely destroying Venonitis, I get killed here much more frequently than Spindle, which I do think is generally worth it since the drop rate is so much better at Venonitis. Like, it's fine to just get back there. However, every time I die, I lose baseline 1,000 ether in the mace, and usually it's like 1,300 because you need 1,000 to just make it usable, and then use charges anything after that. So I lose like 1,300 ether every time I die. Whereas before with the bludgeon, I didn't lose anything. I didn't really care if I lost proselyte and, you know, climbing boots and whatever. But now that I'm losing ether per kill, I think I'm just gonna stick with Spindle because it's so much easier to teleport out. I'll probably just gear up my normal account to clear out any bots that are there and just go for some Spindle kills. Okay, that was my last death at Venonitis. I'm gonna go do Spindle from now on. Okay, so the mace destroyed Venonitis, but look how fast the mace destroys at Spindle. This is absolutely insane.
73. 63. 63. Oh my gosh. That's the first web right there. Ah! Ha! I completely destroyed him.
So I just did a trip at Spindle, and they increased the supply drops you get at Spindle, and you can see in my inventory, I brought prayer potions. I didn't bring any blighted super restores, so all of these super restores are from Spindle. So similar to the spiders, the mace absolutely destroys at Vedion too. I think this one is absolutely trolling if I do Kralverion, because I feel like half the fight I'm just killing dogs anyways because the mace hits so high. And if you think about it, I'm killing 4 dogs on Kalverion and I'm killing 4 dogs on Vedion. But with Vedion, I get 2.5 times the drop rate. So I think Vedion is absolutely worth it in comparison to the spiders or bears bosses multi-variant. So Vedion is definitely the play more than anything. The loot is also really incredible at Vedion. You get like oak planks and Sampi serums, blood runes, everything's really good. I was actually at 98 construction at this time, and I was holding off on making any more planks because Vedion was just giving me a ton of oak planks. So I was like, well, I might as well finish grinding out Vedion and see how much oak planks that carries me to get towards 99. Oof, lost almost 900k worth of loot. I should have banked earlier.
Okay, a back-to-back drop of Sandpies.
Collection log slot.
Ah,
Completed.
what the? Okay, that's 2 wildy pets. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. Do I dank? I'm probably gonna just stay, actually. Oh, that's awesome. Something kind of funny about the pet here is sometimes makes me think there's an extra spiderling. I'm like, oh wait, that's just the pet.
Just finished my spider task, going to try and use my Slayer Cape to get it back to back. Okay, back to Turael. As far as the pet goes, I got it at 445 Spindle and 339 Venonitis, which is very lucky. As far as the other uniques go, if I multiply my 339 Venonitis KC by 2.5 and add it to my Spindle KC, then I have around 1,300 Spindle equivalent. So just a little bit over drop rate for both the Fangs and the Voidwaker gem. But I got the pet, which is pretty sweet. Okay, just finished another Revs task. Gonna go grab my Slayer Cape and go for another one. Oh, sweet. 2 tasks in a row. I've never had that happen before. That's awesome. Well, didn't get anything on that task.
Collection log slot.
Ooh,
Completed.
reading the gods? Okay, I am so out of here. Sweet. So still need the skull, but I'm glad I got the ring on the way, because the ring has a pretty low drop rate, so I don't think I would have been motivated to get it exclusively after the skull. It's something I do wish I would have gotten before Inferno, because it would have been pretty helpful there, but I'm sure I might find a use for it somewhere. It's still a cool item to have. Another dragon pickaxe. Okay. I think I'll just risk it and stay. Sweet. The logout. Bye.
Collection log slot.
Oh, I got
Completed.
Sweet, sweet, sweet. Need to run. I probably should not have put that in the bag since I lose it, but oh well. Nice. So that is Vedion done at 247. And I'll come back and get the pet someday. But for now, I'm going to go all in on Spindle.
Oh, a dragon pickaxe. Wonder if I should tell you out or just I just only have 5 left, so I think I'll just stay.
Collection log slot.
Whoa, I got it. Yes, 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 yes. Oh my goodness, finally. I still do want to get the fangs, but I think I'll be done for now. So final is 850, which when you throw in these 2.5, that's like 800 or so equivalent spindle kills from Venonitis. Pretty dry. That means 900 plus 800 is like 1700. Not crazy, but oh, I'm so glad I got it. Okay, so to make it, it looks like I just go to the Ferox Enclave. Okay, it's down here. I don't know if I've ever been here before. And then talk to her. I have these parts of a weapon. Yes, please. Oh, sweet. Oh, I'm so happy about this. So this will save me a slot at TOA, which I'm most excited about, as well as at Next. Let's go test out how good it is, especially with the adrenaline.
You're going to love this. Trust me. What you're seeing now is my normal state. This is a Super Saiyan. And this is what is known as a Super Saiyan that has ascended past a Super Saiyan. And this is to go even further beyond.
So yeah, this thing's really awesome. It automatically hits, which is great at bosses like Nex and at Tombs of Amascut, where the defenses are really high. Pretty much all the bosses in TOA have really high defense if I'm doing 400s. So this makes it much better to have a spec weapon. And I absolutely love being able to use the adrenaline and double the amount of specials I can use at a certain time. The last phase of Warden is just amazing with it because I want the highest DPS during that time, since that's probably the most stressful part of the fight. Historically, I was bringing in Dragon Claws in combination with my Salad Blade, and that was just not great because the Dragon Claws would often just miss altogether. And now with this Voidwaker, I can have it be the spec weapon, and I can also use it to just whack the core at the end too. So that saves me an inventory space at Tombs of Amascut, and it makes it more tolerable. Any little upgrade I can get for doing my daily TOAs is worth it. Overall, very happy with how everything went. I got pretty darn turbo spooned on the Voidwaker pieces. I know there's a lot of people that go way more dry on these, and it was able to complete a couple pets along the way too. Because it's annoying me that there's just one more item that I needed to get the green log for Spider, I am going to go back until I get the fangs, even though I don't have a crossbow yet.
Collection log slot.
Oh,
Completed.
yay, finally!
I don't know if I'll finish the task out here or not. I should just teleport out so I don't lose it. Yay! That means green logged. Sweet. I guess I won't do my spiders tasks anymore. There's not really any reason to.
So that's it for the Venonitis and Spindle saga. I still do need a Tyrannical Ring from Callisto, as well as the Vedion Pet, and those two will be green logged. I am still doing the Revs tasks over and over again and still skipping with Turael. I really would like a crossbow before I start completely farming Leviathan, so I have not gotten my slay tasks back to normal. Well, thanks for watching. This did take a long time to put together, both getting the drops and a long time to edit all these together. So I would appreciate if you liked and subscribed. I'm going to try and get the next one out within the next month. It's taking me a little bit longer in the summer because I'm a stay-at-home dad. Now that my daughter's home from school, I take a lot more time out of my day to play and hang out with her versus when she's at school all day. But I'm hoping to at least be posting one video a month, and once school starts again, hopefully get a little bit quicker than that. So have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.